Hello, my friends, and I come bearing to you with an update of sorts, because I hadn't done a good channel update since, I hadn't done a good channel update since. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so, first off, about real life first, and then we go into the channel. Um, it has been about a month after Mom's passing. We are getting things straightened out, and for the most part, everything is calming down, which is a wonderful thing, because last month was just a mess. Everything was just clutch. Everything was just, in a sense, we had to hurry and everything else, and we hadn't had time to basically, like, catch our breaths. So since then, well, things have been sort of evened out throughout the remainder of last month. So pretty much everything has calmed down. And that's a good thing, because, you know, even in a situation like this, I don't like I don't like things to just go this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way, and you stretch your energies like so far to where you yourself cannot relax. But now that we are slowly and gradually getting things back together, I think it's safe to say that we can all relax now. So things are going to be okay. I still have something else I want to share with you guys, but that's going to be on camera. And it was something that was left to me, that was entrusted to me rather, that I have not shared with you guys on camera, and it was from the memorial. So in a later video, sometime maybe tomorrow, I will do a video on what I was given during the time of the memorial. All right, so we're going into channel update, which a lot is happening since then. So first and foremost, about the Let's Plays, what I might do is, since I have 2 Let's Plays finished, the recording part is finished. The posting is totally different. So I'll be honest, the last official Let's Play that I finished was Horai High, and came out to be 24 parts. Now, what I'm doing now is pretty much speeding through the posting process, because I'm working on another Let's Play as we speak, and I still have like a couple of Let's Plays that are going on, and some I just stopped because of the situation. One such Let's Play that I basically stopped on was Shining Force Neo, and that was last year, before Mom's health started declining. I mean, it was declining, but accelerated decline, I should say. So I stopped playing Shining Force Neo since, and now, after everything has been said and done, I am going to pick it back up again. So yeah, that's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to pick back up on Shining Force Neo, possibly over this weekend, if not next week, because I only made 10 parts of Shining Force Neo. I hadn't come back to it since because of everything that went on. Another game that I have shown on the channel through, say, its opening cutscene. There are two. One is Princess Minerva, and it is one of the more surprising LPs I'm ever gonna start doing, because it is through my added list of translations and hacks, and I have like an abundance of them, like 4 gigs worth of hacks and translations from different consoles. But on my channel, the most you're gonna see are translations, translated games and patches, and translated games and obscure games, that sort of thing. So, like I said, I'll start recording that sometime over this weekend, borderline next week. But you will see a new Let's Play coming in, of course, next week, because I'm like, say, well, by the time I record this, I'm borderline at chapter 6 right now, chapter 6 to 16, and that Let's Play and the opening cutscene of that, what you just saw earlier this week, was Yuga Gotaku, otherwise known as Yakuza. So yeah, Yakuza 2. And if you're wondering about Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza Kiwami is the remake of the first game. So I thought about it and I said, you know what? I should go to the game that actually made me get into the series, and it is on PlayStation 4. It's called Yakuza 0, because those were one of the games I really wanted to get, just because I just like, okay, I have a thing for open world games with a deep rooted story. So about Yakuza 2, there is at least one naughty bit in it, and that is with Kaoru. And I'm just saying this ahead of time because I've already recorded the part, so I'm not going to try and just poof it out. But all it is just showing her back. I don't think it's showing much of her chest, but it's showing more of her back than her chest. So it is like a naughty bit and everything, but not much of anything, because the way it is, like, okay, we're gonna skirt away from her changing. So that's the only thing. Otherwise, though, I'm still recording parts for Yakuza 2. Yeah. Another thing I'm going to do, and I'm already going to, and since I got time to work on it, another thing I'm going to do while this is going on is I'm going to work on the rest of the games I introduced for this year, namely the DS games that I'm already doing. I'm going to finish off what I already got going for the DS library. Come back to the Genesis, because I already got like Rent a Hero going, and I pretty much should finish that. as well as for Sega CD, I have Vi. So yeah, I'm definitely going to finish up on Vi. And as well as for the Super Nintendo library. Well, I already got Front Mission back in rotation, so that only means one thing. Over the course of a few weekends or a few days or so, I'm going to pretty much wrap that up as well. I think I got a few more missions and then I think I'm done. So that's what I'm going to do: record a few parts, make some more backlog per se. That's basically what I'm going to do. Really, just backlog, because my backlog of everything is really winding down. The only project that are pretty much done are Ys 6, the Ark and the Pishdom, and Horai Gakuen no Boken. And anything else is just gonna be like, I'm pretty much gonna start up the next Let's Play in like a few days. So otherwise, I'm gonna be pretty busy, and it's a good kind of busy because I like being busy. Another thing I plan to do is I am going to go back to my book series, Legacy of the Seven Stars. Um, what's surprising about this whole ordeal that's been going on is that since I did present myself and establish myself as a person, and I did share a bit of my poetry to basically the entirety of the rest of my family, my out of state family. Uh, seems like there are small inklings of people who want to have a copy of my book. Of course, they're going to buy it because I'm not going to give out I'm not giving out no more promotional copies. So that means I too am going to basically go back to finishing up number 3 of the series, which I can say I have been extremely busy because of what's been going on with life. But the good thing is, now that everything has kind of like quieted down to where I can think, I can put my focus back on my work, which is basically my novels and what I do on my channel. And it's always a good thing because, regardless, I had to be the one to continue doing what I'm doing. As I've been told time and time again, always stay focused. Well, that's one thing I plan to do, is bring that focus back and to coin a phrase by 40 Warrior, make me great again. Yeah, that's the entirety of this year. Just not just to make myself great again, but to make myself into more than what I am. It's going to take some time, but as far as everything else is concerned, despite the hardships and everything that has been going on, I feel what I can do, I will do. I can't do everything. I know that. Nor do I want to do everything, but I want to do what I can, and I want to do it with the best of my ability. And regardless of what anybody says, and I'm being real here, despite if there is any sort of any sort of haters, naysayers, and whatnot. It takes a lot to be who I am. And I'd rather be myself than try to be someone I'm not. I know, excuse me, I got hiccups. I know that I'm going to make mistakes. I'm well aware of that. My mistakes can be overlooked because A, I'm human. I'm bound to make mistakes. And B, I am not perfect. I never said I was perfect. And I, for one, am never going to be perfect. So despite me posting anime screenshots and whatnot, it is just a representation of what I do. My work involves me being around fiction because there's enough reality going around to where you can only tolerate for so long, but then you just want to just not be around it after a certain time limit. And since most of my friends work 9 to 5, the 9 to 5 shifts and whatnot, some might work otherwise. You can only deal with that for so long, and then you guys say no. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I got plenty of projects that need doing. And I think my second book that I am possibly going to work on is my poetry book because I got tons and tons of backlog of poetry to basically put together into an already made book. It's just going to be a lot more than just what I already have in it. But definitely it's going to be something that is going to be very much different. So that said, as far as channel, as far as life goes, when my mom did in life, she left a legacy. I am a part of that legacy. And I can only say I will honor her by devoting my next books to her. And my channel as well. My channel is devoted to the life of her because if not for her, I would not be doing what I'm doing right now. If it wasn't for her love, if it wasn't for her attention, I could say I would be another statistic on the streets of LA. And thankfully I'm not. That said, folks, I'm sorry I've been serious about this, but a lot has been going on, so now I can just breathe a bit. So this weekend I may be streaming on YouTube because I think YouTube is the only one that actually works for me. Twitch, I don't know. People are getting anal if I go on Twitch because it's always the goddamn It's always the goddamn bandwidth that people are whining and bitching about. But you know, I'm not in control of that. But yeah, I'll be streaming on YouTube this weekend if I feel like it. If not, well, have a great one for weekend anyway. And with that, I'm just going to close out this video, and next time, something else. I guarantee that. So that's it. Senpai's blessings be upon you, my good people. And I shall see you next time with even more videos, more content. And hopefully you stick around for what comes next on my channel. So, with that said, take care, God bless. Have a great and wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next time with more videos. So take care. God bless. May the hand of God be with you all. And Tenkai Muso.